Here is a brief tutorial on how to use Educanon to put questions into your YouTube videos in order to make any YouTube video a formative assessment, as well as just keep the students more engaged as they're watching. The first thing you're going to want to do is open up a web browser and find the YouTube video you want to use. The example I'm going to use is just a short video on the Great Depression. So the first thing you want to do is copy the link for the YouTube video. And then go ahead and go to educanon.com. That's educanon.com. Once you're at Educanon, if you are a new user, you can click on sign up here and say that you are an instructor. And then the nice thing is you can actually just log in with your Google Education account. So go ahead and log in and create an account. Once you're logged in, you're going to see your name up here. And the first thing I'm going to have you do is go to Design. When you click on Design, it gives you a listing of all the different sites that you can import videos from. You'll see YouTube right there. You'll see Vimeo. Those are some of the bigger ones. But they also have things like Khan Academy, Bill Nye Say It. There are just tons of them that you can use videos from. So feel free to explore some of these other sites. I'm going to use YouTube for now. So you paste in your YouTube URL. You can enter a title into the video here. You can enter in a learning objective. And you can also put in some more specific things like which grades you're going to cover, what subject it is, and also a subtopic. Once you have all of your information put in, you can click the green arrow here. This will automatically load and start playing your video. As you watch your video, when you push pause, you can insert a question at that exact point. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to insert a question right here. When you're ready to add your question, just click the Add Question here. And here you'll see that you have quite a few different responses. Some of them you cannot use without using the paid version. So for instance, if I click this, it is not a free question, so it automatically takes me out and wants to sell me. But for the purpose of our tutorials, you can always use the multiple choice. You can always use check all that apply. So there are plenty of things you can use with the free version as well. I'm going to choose multiple choice and enter in a question. You can see that you can also add audio, you can put in equations if you were a math teacher, and you can have some formatting options. You can also randomize the answer order if you have students working on it in a classroom and don't want them to see what the other students picked. Here's where you enter in your answer. So I'm going to put in some fake answers. Once you have your answers in, select the true answer so that Educanon knows which one is correct. You can also give the students immediate feedback by entering in an explanation for the answer. So if they choose 1950s, I'm going to put in, sorry, but the correct choice was the 1930s. That way they know immediately which one they should have chosen. So I'm going to just copy and paste that into all of the wrong answers. And then in the correct answer, I'm going to say, great job, you got it. So once you have all of your question and all of your answer choices added, you can click save at whatever time you are inserting the video.
Fear or concern that
if you have to go back and edit your question, you can always just click on it and get back to the editing mode. A lot of times I will have to do this if I need to change the time, which you can do over here.
everything's going well, but
So once you have all of your questions inserted, if you want to preview it from the view of the student, you can always click on the preview button here, and it will show you what it would look like if a student were watching it. So I'll click play so you can see what the question looks like.
Anyways, that a Great Depression made this country what it became.
So as you can see, when the question starts, it pauses the video and then creates the question in the left corner. I'm going to answer the question, click the thumbs up, and it will automatically grade it and display the message that I had written. The student can then click on the arrow to continue watching the video.
Fear or concern that, everything's going well.
From a teacher's perspective, once you're done putting all of your questions in, you can click Finish Build. At this point, you can see here that you can actually add classes that you put your students into. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to say return to library. If you do want to set up classrooms, you can go to the Assign button and set up classrooms there. For the videos that you have already created, you can click on Bulbs, and that will take you to all the videos that you've created. For me, if you were going to assign this to a classroom, I would probably either share it on an LMS or like a Google Classroom, or just email it to them. And if I were going to do that, I would click on right here where it says Share and Embed. So I want to share my video, The Great Depression. And you can share it with students if you've set up classrooms, or if you want them to go to a certain area. I actually like this Share Unique List Code better because the students don't have to register. They can just take it, put in their name, and that's it. They don't have to create an account or anything. But you can use whichever one you prefer. You can just copy and paste this link and either email it or put it onto your school website. You can also embed the video if you choose to do that instead. Once the student has taken the video, you can see all the results in the Monitor tab. I'm going to go to Unassigned. If you did set up classes, this is what it would look like. You'd have all your different classes set up here, and you notice that you can export grades. I'm going to go to Unassigned because if you don't set up classes, that's where it will be. And here you'll see all the different videos that you have that are not assigned. I am going to go ahead and click on one of them. And here is what you'll see. You'll see the student's name, and then you'll see what questions they took and which ones they got right and which ones they got wrong. It will give you an overall percentage here. There are also, I will show you another example. Here you can see a smiley face here. The students will always get a chance to rate the video, so they can say whether they liked it or whether they didn't. So if you see a face here, that is that the student rated the video. This is a brief overview of Educanon. If you have any questions or would like an in-person demonstration, just let me know.